Hey there, it's Rick Khan here, and in this video I'm going to reveal 5 quick hacks on how to increase your Facebook engagement in 2022. Now specifically, I'm going to show you how to quickly take your Facebook engagement to the next level. And if you stay till the end, I'm going to reveal a powerful strategy that you can do after you've run your engagement campaigns for the highest conversions and the lowest cost per leads and your purchases. Now, if you want to just skip straight to the 5 hacks and how to use the engagement campaign, just skip this part right now. But before you invest any money on your engagement campaigns, you should first know this. Because I rarely use this objective for getting likes, shares, or comments just for the sake of increasing my Facebook page. Because I would always recommend you only use this objective for 3 reasons, which is if you're a big brand and you're not bothered about investing money for more brand exposure, or if you're completely new to advertising and you want to build Facebook's trust with using advertisement. And finally is if you have a strategy to retarget the engagement on the conversions objective. Now, if none of these apply to you, I would highly recommend you start with a conversions campaign, where I'll link a video below to get started straight away. But saying that, it first helps to know what is Facebook engagement. Now, Facebook engagement is any action someone takes, such as likes, comments, shares, and video views. And if you're using this objective, make sure to have in mind what the action you want your user to take. And the good thing about the engagement, since it's a lot cheaper to invest than conversions campaigns, you can use less than $5 a day if you're on a tight budget. So getting straight into it. The first hack is to boost content on Ads Manager. You see, Facebook, they focus on giving reach to advertisers as opposed to organic reach. And if you're not boosting your ads, you'll be getting, well, really very little reach. But here's the thing, when you boost your post, you do not want to boost from Facebook's suggestion of boosting from the page. Instead, you want to create or take the existing post and advertise from the Ads Manager platform. This will ensure you set up the ad correctly, making sure your post is in front of the best audience and in the correct placement. So make sure to pay for the reach and don't wait for any organic reach. And then moving on, the next hack is you want to use multiple angles in your content. So that way you can reach out to more audiences or even the same audiences without getting boring or getting ad fatigue. And since engagement is cheaper than conversions, you'll be reaching a wider audience. And using the multiple angles and hooks will reach out to your people in different ways that attracts a variety of followers rather than just a small amount of the followers. Let's just take a quick look at how you can use different angles when creating content, which you could use the angles such as, let's say, how to do X without Y. You could do the emotional story, or even the news style content, or even what to do if, or the truth about. Using these different angles can take the same content and use them in different ways to keep your content fresh and engaging without being boring. Now, moving on, the next hack is to make engaging style posts. Here you can get your followers to react or comment by making your content engaging. Now, here's the thing, you don't want to be direct and tell people just to comment or react, as this is not what Facebook likes. Instead, you can tell stories, talk about problems and challenges you faced that relate to your audience. Being indirect in your approach and driving the emotions of your followers. And when people relate or get an emotional spark, this will then make them more likely to get them commenting or liking your post. Then moving on to giving goodwill and value to your audience. Now, I see a lot of businesses and advertisers, they have their outcomes very focused on trying to get something from their followers. And what's worse is that some people also use a lot of bait just to try and grab attention without giving any real value. Now, this approach is something I do not recommend. Instead, put your focus on being helpful, giving value and goodwill, helping to solve their problems. You can be an inspiration to them and find ways how you can be their helpful guide. And this will show in ways you might not expect, as your audience will naturally know that you're trying to help them. Then in turn, this will increase the chances of them engaging with your content. And also, perhaps best of all, when you're consistently being of good service, this will create a chain of effect of people sharing and loving the content you give. And finally, number 5 is interact with your followers. Doing this will make stronger connections with your audience, and it'll help develop a stronger relationship with your followers. And what's so great about interacting is that when new people notice your comments, this will then create more of a likelihood of people to develop more trust and take more of an action. I mean, can you think about the last time a company or an influencer commented back to something you said? How did that make you feel? So the next time someone comments, make sure to comment back. Now, as promised, here's the final tip for a powerful strategy that I use with engagement campaigns. Because whenever I run ads on the engagement objective, I want to make sure I utilize those ads since they have an interaction made from someone interested in something about my content. So when using the engagement objective, I always create a post for engagement where I also run a conversion campaign that runs alongside for it to be fully retargeted. And I usually retarget for the leads or purchasers. And when someone engages with my post, Facebook will automatically show your conversion ad to that person at the right time. Doing this will give you a higher chance of converting and will also be a lot more cost effective to get leads and purchasers. Or even a simpler method, you could also take everyone that engaged on your post and just retarget people with a conversion ad within a 30-day period. Now, as usual, if I've missed anything or you want to ask a question, just make sure to comment below and I'll answer the best I can. And if you found this video useful, it really helps to get it out to more people if you hit that like button below. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.